Yo guys, and welcome to this week's track guide at Zolder. We will be having a look at a quite tricky track and hopefully quite easy explanations for a track with not only weird turns but also really interesting curves. So be tuned, and I would say we can start in already with a lap that was a 27.1, and I can tell you it was not optimal, but it was fine-ish. So let's get started with turn 1. Stick to the right, to the wall, brake at around the first of the red signs on the left, like after the 100, like brake at 100 a little later, pretty much. Yeah, and down 2 gears is normally the way to go. Prepare to take that curb for rotation, like go over it a little so that you can grip it out to the right perfectly. Means we go to the right, downshift, over the curb on the left and throttle out as far as possible without cutting the gravel trap, of course. After that we try to go to the left as far as possible to grab the momentum, and with that we just do a steer, engine brake, upshift and throttle. Don't touch that curb, it's like sorta useless because you won't gain a lot of time by going wide, but you will gain time by sticking it. Like that corner is closing, it's gonna be a bit more narrow heading towards the end of the corner, so don't steer too less, that's really important. But for the next corner, brake a bit before or at that patch of road, pretty much. Double downshift once again, go over the curb and send it out without gravel. That was quite optimized, I need to say, because I didn't hit the gravel trap. But yeah, we should have a look at the steering wheel. So you see it's a pretty linear movement without bigger corrections. That is really needed to get the maximum grip and momentum for that straight. That straight then ends with the chicane, the feared one nobody likes pretty much, but I can tell you it's not as problematic as you may think, because we brake at 100 approximately, maybe a few meters later. That could be fine. Stick to the right, jump over the left a bit, and then take the right. That costs a little time because, yeah, ACC physics. That is really car dependent though. I think with the BMW you can jump over both of the curbs easily and without a problem. Like with the BMW you can take that quite rapidly. With the Ferrari maybe not, but yeah, that was not optimal. Still no problem because the rest of the lap was kinda solid. We brake between the end of that turf thing and between the end of the turf thing and the end of the grey track, grey grass, like this here, down to first gear with pretty much every car. You can knock that pylon down actually, that is like not a lot, but as long as your left tires stay on the curb, that's pretty much fine. Same goes for the right, as long as one tire sticks to the red and white curb, that's fine. You see that is quite dangerous with the limits. That was fine, barely fine. And this was even more barely fine, pretty much. Important is to throttle out immediately. like TC off is not a problem with the Aston, neither any other car, except for the cars that are driven with higher TC anyway. So that is the reason why we are gonna get out here as quickly as possible. You see, we take that with a little lift, and then send it off. Brake at 110 meters with cars with better brakes at 100. Down to first gear for the hairpin. And send it out. Like, you don't need to take the most narrow line of all, but you need to get the momentum. Like, I got a little wider here, but could pretty much slam the throttle out, and that was sort of fine. That kink is easily flat, obviously. And now we get to the last two corners. These are quite good opportunities to ruin a pretty good lap. I luckily didn't here, but we brake at 100. First gear once again. Start to steer around at the beginning of that greenish road thing. Get over that. Get over that. Not too much. Like, you can take that fully without getting the grass, because that is really bumpy. But we can take the right thing here and then just send it out. And that's a lap around Zolder. That was a 27.1. Sick drift.